the last thing I just put up here for you to refer to, every time we do teaching, I will post up things based on that week. So the video here refers to informing tasks. It actually talks about scanning that I just did there, so you can watch it. In task progression extensions, again, here I just highlighted from a previous PowerPoint I gave you why it's important. I just did one here for volleyball, but just to go through what these words mean, and if you're not sure, here's an example and here's what they are, right? These are how you should be wording your tasks or thinking about your tasks. So again, check that out. And the last one here is, in your assessment chart, some of you have already figured this out, but I'm just going to suggest it. As you're putting in comments, color code it. Because then you know lesson 1, you've got comments for Carl, right, and Maddie, and then you do red, next group, and then you've got other comments from Maddie and Carl. You can see over lessons how they may be changing or developing. And then the other part in this one, this YouTube clip, this is the one that I just did, the fundamentals, with the nice music. Go through that to make sure you're really clear on how to use that and build that chart into your practice. Okay? Good? Last thing, and this may not be too much for all of you, but extension assignments, if you want to do it, often people have done this. Teaching behavior analysis, there's a great chapter on teaching behaviors. You could start, read that and think about an extension assignment. If you go in the extension folder, you'll see students in the past have done this very effectively, right? They basically choose a teaching behavior and they get evidence over their four lessons, and they use that and write up a paper on how they've developed their certain teaching behaviors. And that chapter gives you an outline to do that. You do more of that in 452, but I'm just giving you it as a potential to help you. Good enough.
Does that require videoing
No.
as teaching?
Part of it is being creative how you might capture evidence. Like when I was first teacher, I didn't have one of these. I had a tape deck. I recorded my lesson on the tape deck, and then I indicate how many times I said okay in 45 minutes. It was like 110. So then I reduced the number of times I said okay. And the reason why I reduced it, I started wording questions and waiting. Right? But by putting a question in, I stopped trying to go okay because I wasn't getting any responses from students. But I'd give a question and waited, then I'd get Linnell's hand up, I'd get Christine's hand up, right? And then I'd had this conversation and I stopped saying okay. But it was a nervous twitch, right? It's like some of you are saying, trying to not use the word guys, right? That's good, that's a teaching behavior you're trying to change, right? But you have to sometimes be systematic or be conscious about it.